Spanish captions are available for this broadcast as a special service of Nebraska Public Media. For Spanish captions, change CC settings to service 2 on your television. Nebraska Public Media Sports, Nebraska's home for championship sports, is live from Morrison Stadium in Omaha for the 2023 NSAA Soccer Championships. And our evening matchup is in Class A on the girls' side. It's the undefeated Gretna Dragons taking on the Southwest Silverhawks. And welcome in again, everyone, along with Maren McCrary. I'm Larry Putney. It's great to have you with us from here at Morrison Stadium for game number 2. We're about to get a treat. Many are calling this the best ever team to play in Nebraska high school girls history. We're talking about the Gretna Dragons.
Yeah, they've been phenomenal this year. We've got a number 1 versus a number 2 matchup. Earlier in the season, Gretna edged the Silverhawks 2-1 in a close matchup.
Right.
And Gretna is riding a 44-game win streak, 0 losses. They're going to try to build on that tonight. Lincoln Southwest is a very athletic team. They've got Kennedy Williams and a pair of sophomores in Kiana Perez and Mallory Earhart that are going to do some damage tonight.
Well, let's take a look at both of these teams. Obviously, Lincoln Southwest from the capital city in Lincoln, about 50 miles from where we are here tonight at Morrison Stadium. Gretna, not far from them. Out of Gretna, maybe 30 minutes from Lincoln Southwest, not far, but they're meeting here at Morrison Stadium with the state championship on the line. How did they get here? Well, for Gretna, it was a bit of a surprise in the semifinals as they outlasted Westside 1-0, no problem in their opening round against Papillion La Vista. And for Southwest, they have won 2 one-goal games. They beat Pius 10th in the opening round, and then in the semis, knocked off Lincoln East. Time now to introduce you to the third member of our crew. Down on the pitch, here's Anna Bellinghausen.
Well, Larry, as if Gretna needed any more motivation to make a 3P, I talked to Chase Hutchinson before the game, and he said his entire team went to the high school before this matchup, and they listened to the winner's mindset and audio by Michael Jordan. So if you're looking for some inspiration, Gretna's got it.
Thanks very much, Anna. I appreciate it. State championship coming your way on Nebraska Public Media, the Class A title game. It's Lincoln Southwest and the Dragons from Gretna. We'll crown a champ here tonight at Morrison.
Education quest, take 4.
Why do you want to go to college?
I get to figure out what I want to do with my life.
Independence, living on your own.
I need to prepare myself for the future.
What's your biggest challenge in going to college?
Probably the hardest part is the application.
Deciding where I want to go.
College is a little scary. It's a lot harder and a lot more work.
The financial side of it is really confusing.
So what if you had a friend you could ask?
Participating in multiple Nebraska high school activities has taught me the value of teamwork.
I learned how to be a strong leader among my peers.
We set goals as a team and work hard to accomplish them.
I strive to excel not only in the classroom, but on the playing field.
The Nebraska School Activities Association providing opportunities in 25 activities for our member high schools. NSAA activities, the other half of education.
The way we use electricity has changed a lot over the years. What hasn't changed is our commitment to make sure it's there the moment you need it. Nebraska Public Power District, always there when you need us.
Over 70 years and still growing. Be sure to watch Backyard Farmer on Nebraska Public Media for answers to your gardening questions. Every week, host Kim Todd and Nebraska Extension horticulture experts will help you keep your home landscape green and lush and give you tips you need to know to grow your own food. Join Backyard Farmer for the best gardening advice all season long. Thursday night at 7 Central on Nebraska Public Media.
Nebraska Public Media Sports present the 2023 NSAA Baseball Championships. The best teams from around the state compete for the state trophy. Watch all the action Friday, May 19th, live from UNO's Tal Anderson Field. The Class C Championship begins at 1 p.m. with Class B at 4 p.m. and Class A starting at 7 p.m. Central. A live webcast will be available at our website and on our free app. Streaming is also supported through Apple TV and Chromecast.
Wednesday night on PBS, starting with a new episode of Wild Scandinavia.
In the heartlands, all who live here must find their own way to survive the tough winter.
Followed by a new episode of Nova.
There are 10 times more connections in your brain than there are stars in the Milky Way galaxy.
New episodes of Wild Scandinavia and Nova.
Wednesday night on Nebraska Public Media.
Spanish captions are available for this broadcast as a special service of Nebraska Public Media. For Spanish captions, change CC settings to Service 2 on your television.
Here on the campus of Creighton University. We're glad you're here with us for the 2023 NSAA State Soccer Championships and tonight's Class A girls final matchup between the Dragons of Gretna High School and the Lincoln Southwest Silverhawks. The NSAA is proud to recognize its premier corporate partners, Farmers Mutual of Nebraska, the Nebraska Chiropractic Physicians Association, and Ortho Nebraska. We request that spectators not go on the playing field at the conclusion of the game because of the possibility of injury to players and/or spectators. The Nebraska School Activities Association is not responsible for any injury caused by spectators rushing onto the playing field. In addition, we ask that fans do not climb on or lean over the concrete retaining wall surrounding the field. And now, for the introduction of the players and the coaches. Walking out with the Lincoln Southwest High School tonight is the U9 Magic Blaze Breakers of the St. Wenceslaus Soccer Club. And walking out with Gretna High School tonight is the U9-10 Maroon of the Elite Girls Academy. And now, let's meet the roster and the coaches for the state's #2 ranked team. Coming in with an overall record of 16-2, the Silverhawks from Lincoln Southwest High School. 00, Clara Fundus. #1, Alexa Coble. #2, Ainsley Reeder. #4, Morgan Power. #5, Creighton Allen. 6, Izzy Kaiser. #7, Molly Riggins. #8, Mallory Earhart. #9, Katrina Avila. 10, Hayden Raffy. #11, Gabby Trout. #12, Jillian Lane. 13, Kirsten Rung. #14, Claire Knitz. 15, Kennedy Williams. #16, Thea Martin. #17, Maya Stevenson. #18, Lauren Pinner. 19, Kiana Perez. #20, Maddie Schmeling. 21, Charlie Court. 22, Kate Majors. 23, McKenna West. And 24, Peyton Held. The assistant coaches for the Silverhawks, Alicia Stoop, Mary Sullivan, Morgan Penley, and Chris Rahalha. The head coach for Lincoln Southwest, Thomas Nettleton. And now, let's meet the roster and the coaches for the state's #1 ranked team, coming in with an overall record of 20-0, Gretna High School Dragons. #2, Ava Makovica. #3, Madeline White. #4, Mallory Maderick. #5, Carly Williams. #6, Addison LaRock. 8, Isabel Franks. #9, Grace Corrigan. #10, Langley Reha. #11, Alexis Cerrone. 12, Anna Harris. #15, Briella Thompson. #17, London Defini. #18, Cadence Doberston. #19, Aiden Pullman. #21, Sonara Defini. 25, Emma Martin. 27, Riley Ellert. #28, Kendall Doberstein. 34, Allison Marshall. 37, Julia Witt. #38, Olivia Hannison. 42, Madeline Schaefert. 44, Rosalind Buchner. And 45, Addison Walker. The assistant coaches for the Dragons, Grant Johannes, Rachel Twist, Taylor Garter, and Sarah Richards. The head coach for Gretna High School, Chase Hutchison. Our officials for tonight's state championship match, TJ Bartels, Jeff Barton, Brett Forstad, and Brittany Hageman.
Well, there they are.
All right.
Gretna and Lincoln Southwest. Winner of this wins a state championship. So much talk this year has been about the dominance of this Dragon squad, the win streak, consecutive state championships, 61-1 over the last 3 years.
Yeah, that's an impressive record. I mean, in any sport, to win that many games and lose that few of games says a lot about what you're doing in a program.
12 college commits, 12 heading to play next level soccer, and that's just the juniors and seniors, because there are so many sophomores and freshmen on this Gretna squad who will eventually have offers to play at the next level, just can't be communicated yet by colleges. It's remarkable.
Yeah, most of these high school teams are lucky if they have, 2 or 3 Division I commits, college commits, and to have 12 is just phenomenal.
But it's a phenomenal opportunity tonight for Lincoln Southwest. The Silverhawks coming in at 16-2. Their only losses to Lincoln East, which was a semifinalist, and to Gretna, which we know is the state champion. That Gretna match was a good one. It was a 2-1 match game the last time they played, and Southwest was right there.
Yeah, Coach Hutchinson said that it was a really close game, and he really believes that whichever team can keep their composure tonight. That's how he phrased it, And I think as a former player myself, at this point you've got so much talent on both sides of the field. It's a mental game that's going to determine things.
There is Chase Hutchinson in his second year. His career record, how about this? 40-0. Has never lost as a head coach, and this, by the way, is his final game ever with the Gretna Dragons. He is moving on to be the head coach of Gretna East when Gretna East opens up next year. And by the way, it will be a split of this team, as they don't have open enrollment in Gretna. You go to the school in which you live, the district in which you live. So the final time for the Dragons on the pitch tonight, and trying to close out what many believe could be a team for the ages.
Yeah, it was amazing how many coaches talked to us about just how good this Gretna team is. And, you know, there's obviously a lot of emotions for all of the students, all of the players, knowing that this is the last time that they all represent the same school.
Madeline White has it down near the corner, trying to find an angle there. Controlled now by Cerrone, who goes back up top. They'll play it backwards and try to reset. Good switch here by Gretna. See if they can move quickly off the switch. Up the far channel, now into the middle, near the 18. And cleared out by the Silverhawks.
And I expected a really fast-paced game. And I mean, we're only a minute in, but you can already see that there's bodies flying, you know, high-speed passes.
Oh, nearly a great touch there.
Yeah.
That's going to be Centerville cross. No issue there. Controlled by the Silverhawks.
And while we all know that Gretna is the favorite, I mean, I don't think anybody puts out, you know, this team, this Lincoln Southwest team, out of the realm of possibility of upsetting tonight.
You just have to look back at midway through the season when they played each other in a 2-1 game, and 3 of the top players for Southwest were out in that matchup.
Yeah, they've had to deal with quite a few injuries this season, and you know, that kind of resilience, it builds a team. When you have to have young players step up. You know, we talked about a couple of those young sophomores stepping up.
Shot on there. It's again, Alexa Goebel was there.
And so, you know, when you have injuries and you have young players that have to really learn into a role. I mean, they have to play into this role. They have to understand what this speed of play looks like. It prepares teams for championship games.
How do we end up with 2 teams whose colors are green and white? I don't know about you, but you are color coding your charts. I mean, it's difficult to do white on a sheet.
Yeah.
So you have 2 green sheets.
Little deja vu.
Yeah. Of course, we had Scott green in the first matchup. Nice job defensively there. It's Jillian Lane, the senior mid. Good work with the ball at her feet by Defini. Gretna the aggressor here early on. They'll play it back. Carly Williams into the 9, hops right into the hands of Goebel.
Gretna looks very confident right now, but I will say, as a coach, I always tell my teams it's very difficult to beat a team twice in the same season.
Oh, nice settle at the feet. Just great on ball skills here by this Dragon squad. Carly Williams plays it back. Square pass by Pullman, taken away. And the touch here. Here's Avila. Avila had it taken away.
That was a rare mistake by the defensive back line of the Gretna Dragons. And those are the opportunities that Lincoln Southwest needs to be prepared to pounce on.
Good take here by Jillian Lane. She'll bring it up the pitch. Now into the attacking third moves the Dragons. Wide channel opportunity, looking for an angle to cross. A good one-on-one play there to regain control after losing. Go wide here with Cerrone. Makovica with it. Oh, Makovica wanted it back on the give and go. Little wall ball there, opportunity they missed.
Yeah, she really wanted that one. She had the space in front of her, too.
Here's Maddie White. Madeline White crosses. Opportunity on goal. Cleared. Good cross there by White.
Well, you can really see in both teams the speed of transition right now. As soon as they win that ball, they are moving into the attack as quickly as possible. What a great opportunity here. And I love that you don't have to do anything special. Just get some part of your body on that ball. You never know what's going to happen.
Noble will carry it out, kick it away. Settled by Southwest. There's Kaiser with it. Square pass here. And the switch. Played up the middle. Avila loses it. The shot. Great shot! Southwest on the board early. Charlie Court with their 18th goal of the year.
I love what Southwest did here to generate this. They got numbers up, involved in the attack. They're patient, and then when they get a chance, take your shot. You never know what's going to happen. I'm guessing on this one, the goalkeeper was probably a little bit blinded by her own defender, and so she didn't have enough time to see that ball coming in.
Love the reaction of Court. She wasn't sure.
Great quick release shot by Charlie Court there.
Court hit the game winner from 20 yards out. That beat Lincoln East in the finals, so that's her second goal down here at State. And make it now 19 goals on the season for Charlie Court, and Southwest out to the 1-0 lead.
And that's going to infuse some confidence here in this Southwest team. I wonder how many games Gretna has been down and had to play from behind.
Carried up. Here's LaRock now chasing it down. LaRock was trying to feed White, who wasn't there.
Well, it's always fun to see an early goal in a game like this. It usually often means that we are in store for a show tonight.
Good touch, great control. Good possession here by Southwest. Now it's played back by the Dragons.
And I wouldn't expect this to discourage Gretna too much. They're going to keep battling. They know what they are capable of. And I think this is going to be, like I said earlier, you're just seeing fast transitions. We'll have to see if one of the teams really kind of takes control of the game and settles into it, puts their rhythm on the game.
Kennedy Williams with it now. Could not maintain possession, and now gets it right back. Gabby Drought with it. Sends it in. Tried to find a weighted pass ahead to Williams. Too heavy on the touch. Madeline Schaefer in goal for the Gretna Dragons. You look at some of the numbers over the last 3 years by Gretna, and they are just astounding, almost stunning, really, when you think about how much they've outscored their opponents. They are 61-1 in the last 3 years. They've outscored opponents 358 goals to just 17.
Yeah.
Last year set a Class A state record for goals in a season with more than 125.
Yeah, I mean, they're absolutely astounding numbers. I mean, they're almost unheard of because it's not normal to score that many goals in a soccer program, you know, on a soccer field. And when you're having multiple games of double-digit numbers.
Here's Makovica into the 18. Makovica with the goal! Ava Makovica, her 10th of the year.
What a beautiful setup touch from Ava Makovica to get this goal. The first touch here to push past the defense, pulls out the goalkeeper, and then it's a nice, easy pass to the far post. Such great composure. What and I also love that aggressive run she made to get that ball, touch it behind the defense.
She's headed to Nebraska to play for John Walker next year down in Lincoln. The attacking mid, the daughter of the former Nebraska football fullback, part of the Makovica family.
Obviously, a lot of athleticism matched with a high soccer IQ.
That's right. And a high degree of want-to.
Yes.
Right?
Absolutely. I think sometimes people forget just how important that whole competitive nature, that desire to do whatever it takes to get the ball, get it in the net. I call it competing, but it's doesn't seem to do it justice, that word.
Long shot on off the free kick. Seen the leg strength already from Charlie Court a couple of times.
Yeah, she had no problem getting plenty behind that ball. I'm not sure if she was shooting or if she was trying to do a deep cross into the back post. Either way, went out of bounds.
So now that Gretna has the equalizer, we'll see what the pace of play looks like now. Here comes Madeline White. Near side channel, crosses it in. Was that a hand? Was it a handball? In the penalty area, no call.
From here, it looked like a handball, but...
Well, the reaction almost looked like it was a handball as well.
Yeah. Probably feeling pretty lucky that the referee did not have a good angle point of view on that. That was most definitely in the goal box, would have been a penalty kick.
Here's Court again with it. Fires across. Gretna trying to get out in transition.
You know, there's a lot of teams that when they play against a really strong opponent, they just kind of sit in, they drop everybody off, park the bus is sometimes what it's called. I love that Southwest is not doing this. They're taking the other approach where they're saying, you know what, we're going to go after this. We're going to be aggressive. We're going to try to score and match goal for goal. Or at least shot for shot. So
right.
Ooh.
Oh, nice play there. Schmeling for Southwest. Dragons play it back and will try to build from the back end.
Now we're seeing a little bit more of that pace settle in.
Nothing there. Here is Williams with it. Looking for the give and go. And cleared out.
What I like about the approach of both teams right now is you can feel this like, okay, we can get settled in, we're gonna knock the ball around, but then when there's opportunities to penetrate, they are changing their speed, they're attacking quick in transitions, looking for those opportunities to get numbers up in a counterattack situation.
Sonora Defini with it.
Couple of Defini sisters on the field tonight.
I didn't see when they started. I'm not sure if Allison Marshall and Sonora Defini had switched positions. We were talking about it early, like that might be a possibility to defend this Southwest team. But it looks like Defini's back out there on the left.
Yeah, Coach Hutchison talked about how he's moved players from different positions, from forward positions to outside back positions, center backs to forwards. I mean, when you've got athletic, smart players, that's definitely a foul.
Yeah, Maya Stevenson shoved off the ball there.
But when you've got these type of players that are versatile and they can play multiple positions, it makes it really difficult to defend a team like this because you're never really sure, okay, who's going to be where? Who do we have to prepare for at the wing today or at center forward?
Yep. Charlie Court will take this one, the junior mid.
Oh, that's a dangerous ball.
Cleared away.
Didn't look like Southwest had more than 3 or 4 people in the box on that one, which kind of surprises me. I mean, you've got a player like Charlie Court who can play the ball, those dangerous balls deep in the box like that. That's where you want to stack numbers in.
Tipped away. Goebel with the first touch and then followed it up.
Yeah, if we've learned anything so far, it's that these Gretna forwards are going to chase down everything. They're going to challenge every time. They are making very aggressive runs into the box. I think sitting back and waiting for the ball might ultimately undo them.
They might let them play with the advantage there, but whistle blown. Foul called on Lincoln Southwest. Into the 18, headed just wide of the frame.
That's a really good effort there. I mean, sometimes, and the reason it ended up being kind of a good effort is you see the goalkeeper kind of step out because it's in a dangerous area of the field where if you drop that ball in somewhere between the penalty spot and the 6-yard box, it's kind of that no man's zone for goalkeepers. You know, do I stay? Do I go get it?
Williams with it at her feet. Off to Court, and then they play it back. Throwing upcoming for the Silverhawks. 16-2 on the year, knocked off Pius 10th in a shootout in the quarterfinals and outlasted Lincoln East 2-1 in overtime in the semis. First ever trip to the finals for head coach Thomas Nettleton and his Silverhawks.
What a great accomplishment. I mean,
yeah.
Never a bad time for your first appearance.
3 Class A All-Staters on this team, and Alexa Goebel, Jillian Lane, Charlie Court. Here is Court with it again. Court loses. Opportunity here for the Dragons. Plays it wide. Allison Marshall fires across. Makovica was there, nearly had another one.
Yeah, she's gonna wish she had another chance on that one. What a beautiful cross. This is something that Gretna does really well. Like I said earlier, they transition fast, but then they get into those wide channels and stretch that defense, that defensive back line out.
Lincoln Southwest got on the board first, but Gretna with the equalizer. Midway through the first, we're even at 1.
A lot of land comes with a lot of work. The Kubota MX series is ready to help. You can mow, move hay bales, grade, and clear brush and snow. Equipped with a cab for any conditions. Loader lift capacity for jobs of all sizes. Hydrostatic or gear transmission options. The Kubota MX series. For more information and participating Nebraska Kubota dealers, KubotaNEsports.com.
All right, crew, let's get started. All right.
Don't ignore the law. You must call 811 at least 2 to 3 days before any digging project so you can avoid hitting our essential buried utilities. For digging projects big or small, make the call to 811. Brought to you by Nebraska 811.
Coverage of the NSAA Soccer Championships on Nebraska Public Media is made possible in part by Nebraska Soybean Board, Education Quest, Nebraska Public Power District, Nebraska Kubota Dealers, and Nebraska Corn Board. A big thank you to all of our sponsors who help us bring you the best high school athletes from across the state. We could not do it without your support.
Back at Morrison, and it's knotted at 1 with the state title on the line, and it would be the first for Lincoln Southwest. But one player, Kennedy Williams, has plenty of experience in this spotlight. This is her 3rd state title appearance this year after getting in there with softball, basketball, and now soccer. Kennedy told me that soccer was her first love, but she'll play for Nebraska in softball and basketball. And side note, she'll know the basketball coach pretty well because that's her mom, Amy Williams.
Yeah, I remember when Kennedy was coming up and the big question was, is she a better softball player, a better soccer player, a better basketball? And every coach that she played for thought she was best at that sport.
Oh, yeah. I mean, multi-sport athletes, that's the, I love it.
How about that, though, having an opportunity to play in 3 state tournaments in 3 different sports?
That doesn't happen very often. I mean, and to do it all in the same year.
Yeah.
So have you watched her play basketball and softball?
I have. Saw her in the state tournament in basketball. Dynamic player.
So you got an opinion on best sport?
Best sport? I don't. Nor would I pretend to have the authority to be able to say that, or the knowledge to be able to say it. I just think she's a really good player, really good athlete, right? Well,
it's getting so rare for any athlete to play 2 sports in Division I. I mean, you hardly see that on the women's side anymore at all. So big program, big Division I program to be a multi-sport athlete. That's a lot of athleticism and commitment. But you know, that's the thing about multi-sport athletes is everybody who does it all the way through high school, who plays multiple sports, they all say, playing soccer made me a better basketball player, made me a better, you know, like there's that cross-training element, but there's also cross-learning, I think, that happens.
Different muscle group every time. Here is Williams with it. Tried to find McKenna West. Far right side, Allison Marshall with it. Marshall into the 18. Crosses wide, shot on again by Makovica and just over the crossbar.
Well, I don't think she's done tonight, but she's already had several opportunities. It's exciting to watch her play. Allison Marshall definitely doing a great job setting up Makovica for a lot of these scoring opportunities. Obviously, this right channel is one of the options of choice right now for Gretna. I think their last 3 chances on goal have all come from this right side.
Well, what a terrific night for soccer here in Omaha, Morrison Stadium.
Yeah, it really is a pretty phenomenal environment. When you get to play on a field like this, you get a backdrop like we have. Beautiful weather, no rain.
Yeah. Good touch there by Maya Stevenson. But Makovica right back in on it. There's Marshall again with it. Allison Marshall gets the cross. Oh, shot on, got it! Goal for Gretna!
Yeah, they've obviously found an area to exploit. They're getting so many opportunities, like I said earlier, from that right side. Marshall again just connects a beautiful cross on the ground. That's a great one-touch finish. Those are so difficult for goalkeepers. They just can't cover that whole goal in that space.
6th goal of the season for Kendall Doberstein. Just as sophomore, she has 6 goals, 6 assists on the year, and that gives the Dragons a 2-1 lead.
In the 25th minute.
We'll have to keep an eye on this left back here if the Silverhawks make any adjustments, because you can really see, that's going to result in a corner kick. Yeah. You can really see Gretna. I mean, it's specific, it's intentional. They are getting down on that right side, you know, just creating opportunity after opportunity, and they're not switching it. So there's a reason they're going at that side.
Good opportunity here for the Silverhawks in the corner.
Oh.
Bends in off the top of the crossbar. Good effort there by Claire Kness. Kness, an impressive student athlete. perfect ACT, 36.
Wow.
That's impressive, right?
Yeah, very impressive.
All Eastern academic team in the Omaha World Herald. With a major in biology at the next level. Riddle again.
Yeah, that looked like a little tip. So that's going to result in a corner kick for Gretna. But again, you see them coming down that same side.
Switched roles there. It was Doberstein centering it into Marshall that time. Swatted away by Goebel. A little punch at it. She's a volleyball player also. Maybe she was trying to spike it.
It almost looked like she was about to spike it.
Like
She's
a good set.
Yeah, kind of laughing at herself a little bit, I think. Like, oh yeah, which sport am I playing? I guess that's the downfall of multi-sport athletes, right? Is sometimes you mix up.
Gosh, I wouldn't think, but you might be right, yeah. Molly Riggins hands it off to Jillian Lane. Here's Lane back to Riggins. Wide channel, Riggins brings it up. She'll try to center. .20 to go here, first half. Lincoln Southwest on the board first. Gretna with the equalizer and the go-ahead to lead it 2-1. Along with Marin McCrary, I'm Larry Putney, and Bellinghausen on the field here in this Class A state championship game.
Both teams are playing in a 4-3-3 tonight. And I like this. It allows, when you play with 3 forwards, it allows you to put a lot more pressure up top, gives you more options to play out of it, puts a lot more pressure actually on those 3 midfielders to do a lot of work, box to box. But I think that's one of the reasons we're having such an exciting game that's like back and forth, end to end.
Good drop there, nice drop pass. Brings it in, now to the 18. Gets in there on Goebel, shot on! Goal, it's good!
I couldn't tell at first.
3 straight for Gretna! Sonora DeFini with her 17th goal of the season.
I love her little hesitations. We can't really see it from this angle, but her shot has so much power on it that even though the goalkeeper gets a hand on it, it still finds a way into the goal. What we didn't get to see on this part is her hesitation and change of speed to get past that player to even set up that goal. Fantastic shot. And I guess that's how Gretna answers when they're behind in a game. So now we've had 2 sophomores score.
Wow.
For Gretna.
Well, it sounded like the way the districts fell out in talking to coaches that most of the seniors that were playing for this Dragon squad would be back next year playing for Gretna. And several of the sophomores would be part of the Gretna East district.
Right, right. That's how I understood what Coach Hutchison was explaining to us. It was kind of that juniors stayed and sophomores went. And I guess we don't have any freshmen on this team for Gretna, so I guess maybe that'll be the deciding factor.
Right, yeah.
either way, I would anticipate both teams to be talented, strong contenders again next year.
Nice settle there at the feet of Mallory Earhart. Controlled now and played back by the Silverhawks. Oh boy, great hustle there to get back by LaRock to tip it away, and now LaRock gets it again. Riley Ellert with it. Inside 10 minutes to go here in this first half. There's a look at head coach Chase Hutchinson, who right before spring tryouts began, which would have been in February, had the birth of his first child. Merritt was born just a few weeks before those tryouts, and he said his wife Tatum has done a phenomenal job raising their only child. Said, yeah, said, I haven't been around much.
Well, that's exciting for Coach Hutchinson, and God bless his wife. You always think you're not gonna spend, you know, you're not gonna spend as much time with these high school teams as you end up. You always think, I'm gonna manage it, I'm gonna balance it, but you know, you can see how, when you talk to Chase, you can see how passionate he is about not just soccer, but about this team, these young women, you know, everything about Gretna High School. So it's just really, it's really neat, and it's neat that he's had such a supportive wife and been able to do that and allow him to be a part of all this and lead this group.
Great win there. Gretna again. Here's DeFeeney. Play it back and reset.
This Gretna team is just very, they are, you know, Chase used this word with us, composed. He used it quite a bit, but they stay composed under pressure. You know, Southwest is putting tons of pressure on the play, and it's everywhere on the field, and they just stay calm, they stay composed, they find each other's feet, move the ball around. That's nice. Good long look from Charlie.
Shot on again by Court. Court had the first goal. She has 14 goals on the season, had one earlier at state, her second one here at state tournament earlier tonight. Back in for the Dragons, Madeline White and Ava Makovica.
I think this player, I think the referee has stopped this. There might be some blood.
Blood, yeah.
Charlie, drop in.
And that is Claire Kniss of Lincoln Southwest.
You know, the turf is really nice to play on, but you can, it's truly like a carpet burn almost sometimes. Or worse, because it can draw blood with this grass turf, artificial turf.
A lot of research going on too around the country on turf and Sand-based turf. Rubber-based turf. Impact to how it wears on athletes.
Yeah. Yeah, it is really interesting. It seems like there's always new articles coming out. You know, even how the rubber pellets are impacting not just physical injuries on the outer skin, but also like breathing in. How is that affecting lungs? And
corner opportunity here. Carly Williams. Another corner kick up coming from the other side for the Dragons. Well, they have responded to the early goal by Southwest with 3 straight of their own.
yeah, that's a pretty good response. That's how you want your team to respond in that situation.
What a shot! Wow!
London Defini, maybe?
Defini.
I mean, the way that this ball bends into that far post, it's a very difficult shot to take on the run like that. She makes it look easy and just glides over the goalkeeper and a defender who is in the correct position. That's where you want your defenders. What a fantastic finish.
Defini's sisters each with a goal here tonight. Sonora and now London.
Of course, both of them are the daughters of the famous Creighton soccer player, Kate Defini.
Yep.
Gretna leads 4-1.
I believe London Defini is already committed to play soccer somewhere, maybe. Am I remembering correctly?
Lipscomb. Heading to Lipscomb. London is, yep. Sonora is the sophomore, London the junior. Total of 12 college commits already for the Dragons.
Well, they're in for a treat if she keeps scoring goals like that.
Wow. Here is Defini. Fires it in. Goebel's right there.
Almost looked like a, hey, you did this, I'll try that.
Right. With these 4 goals here tonight, the Dragons now have 100 goals on the season.
Oh.
That's the turf monster.
Must have been. That's unfortunate.
They've outscored their opponents now 100-4 on the season.
Triple-digit numbers again for goals. You said they had over 100 last year, right?
125, a new Class A record, a record that had stood for 31 years.
I think it was Chase who was telling us that records were meant to be broken.
That's right.
connect.
Throw in here with 1 minute to go in the first.
This Gretna team is just resilient. They just keep coming at you over and over. They don't let up on the gas pedal. I mean, it didn't even seem to faze them. I thought, okay, we're in for a great game when Southwest scored that first goal, and it just almost lit a fire in these Dragons.
I see what you did there. It was good. Drought sent it wide. And that is going to do it for first half play. It was a terrific start for the Silverhawks of Lincoln Southwest, who put the first goal on the board on a shot by Charlie Court. But look out, here came the Dragons. The DeFini sisters and Makovica all three scored goals, as well as Doberstein. And it is 4-1 at intermission.
Well, we've already been treated to 5 goals in the first half.
Right.
It's a fun way to start the game.
A little different from our Class B game, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Let's go down to Anna Bellinghausen.
Coach, getting that goal early and then seeing Gretna respond, how do you adjust in halftime?
Just get back to the first 10 minutes. Did a good job of connecting the first couple of passes out of transition. And we had good looks, had good energy, and Gretna does what Gretna does. So actually just got spun, and kind of domino effect from there. And so now it's, leaders got to lead. And so talk to my team, still love them, still awesome kids. They're still very good. You just have to get the next good thing and then possibly see what happens next.
Coach, thanks so much for the time. Good luck.
Appreciate Thomas Middleton joining us. Thank you very much, Hannah. We're at halftime of the Class A State Championship. Gretna with 4 straight. Pins one into the back there, and they lead it here at intermission.
Life is full of milestones. Let Wayne State's graduate programs be your next big moment. Whether you work in education, criminal justice, business, public relations, human resources, information technology, or sports and recreation, our programs provide pathways to the next level in your career. Flexible and online, a Wayne State graduate degree helps you write that next big chapter in your life without having to put your life on hold.
This is a growing corn plant. It's not battery-powered. It doesn't have a 300-mile range, but it's vital in our fight against climate change. Reducing 46% of carbon emissions and producing clean-burning ethanol. Corn ethanol is the climate solution we need now.
Imagine a future fueled by soy-based possibilities. A future where creativity and productivity live together under one roof. A future that takes you from point A to point B to point Z, all while ensuring brighter tomorrows for our next generation. A soy-based future? It's already here.
Ready to cook. Love a good torching action.
It's a real kick in the mouth.
Wow. Is that a good wow or a bad wow?
Welcome back for a second seasoning.
Coming in June to Nebraska Public Media.
back at Morrison with Ron Higdon of the NSAA. Ron, it's a pretty busy spring championship season for you guys. You have a lot going on. Tell me about how you manage it all.
Well, it's pretty busy in our office. We have a lot of directors, we have a lot of championships, and they kind of overlap in the spring, so we go from one right to the other. Soccer is the longest of all of ours with 8 days long. We got a little bit of break, or I have a little bit of break one day, and then I go to tennis championships too. But in between, we overlap with baseball, we overlap with track, and then next week we'll go to golf. So our office is buzzing pretty good for the last couple of weeks, that's for sure.
Yeah, we're seeing so many great athletes. How have you seen the competition just rise every single year?
Well, in soccer specifically, it's one of the fastest growing sports in the nation. So the popularity of the sport itself lends to more and more people wanting to do it, more and more people wanting to watch it. We have a fantastic facility here. We have great teams competing, creating some rivalries. So it's been really, really great week so far, and we're looking forward to another, finish up tonight and another really good night tomorrow.
Feels like every single time at Morrison just is so special. Thank you so much for your time, Ron. We really appreciate everything you do for the NSAA.
Yeah, we thank you guys too. Thanks.
That's my neighbor Joe. Hey, Joe.
Hey, John.
Joe's about to make a big mistake. Hey, Joe, think it might be a good idea to call 811 to have the utilities marked before you start digging?
I'm not digging very deep. It's no big deal.
No big deal.
Dad, the TV's out. Internet, too.
Remember, safe digging always starts with a free call to 811. Oh, what a knucklehead.
Brought to you by Nebraska 811.
Have you heard about FAFSA?
It's like a form you fill out.
Fill it out and you get money for college.
Easiest way to get money for college, hands down.
FAFSA. It's a life hack.
It's your way in.
So you want to help me pay for college? I'm down.
Heck yeah.
Definitely. How is this not trending on all the things?
It took me like 30 minutes to fill out.
So easy.
How much am I gonna get?
This is a hidden gem. Fill out your FAFSA.
FAFSA.
Drink water, buckle up, fill out your FAFSA.
Opportunities. They're found here, and here, and here. They inspire her, motivate him, prepare them. And when those opportunities start here, they can take you anywhere. Wayne State College, where opportunities today prepare you to lead tomorrow. Explore WayneStateCollege.com.
Hey. Hey, you. We know what you did. And we think you're just the most magnificent person ever. Because you support public television. And you did it by donating your car to our station. Vehicle donations like yours bring significant funding to the quality news and programming you turn to every day. So now, it's time to celebrate you and all of our supporters that keep us going.
Well, it was an action-packed first half, and it was the Silverhawks that got on the board first. How about that shot? Charlie Court, she has 14 on the year. Makovica answered, punching one in. That was the equalizer. And then the gates open. Kendall Doberstein with that one for the Dragons. And the DeFini sisters added 2 more goals, and here look at the numbers. 11 shots, 6 shots on goal. They're possessing, and they lead it 4-1. We're at intermission. That's your score. Dragons and Silverhawks for the Class A title.
The way we use electricity has changed a lot over the years. What hasn't changed is our commitment to make sure it's there the moment you need it. Nebraska Public Power District, always there when you need us.
Mow, dig, haul, trench. They all get done with the Kubota BX Series subcompact tractor. Attachments designed to keep you moving. The Kubota BX Series with hydrostatic transmission. For more information and participating Nebraska Kubota dealers, KubotaNEsports.com.
Exciting high school sports championships on Nebraska Public Media happen because of people like you. Financial contributions make them possible. Keep the action going by joining the Sports Partners Club. Call 800-989-8236 or online at nebraskapublicmedia.org/donate. Your donation is an investment that will keep high school sports championships and all other great programming available. Call or go online and contribute today. Thank you.
Nebraska Public Media Sports present the 2023 NSAA Baseball Championships. The best teams from around the state compete for the state trophy. Watch all the action Friday, May 19th, live from UNO's Tal Anderson Field. The Class C Championship begins at 1 p.m. with Class B at 4 p.m. and Class A starting at 7 p.m. Central. A live webcast will be available at our website and on our free app. Streaming is also supported through Apple TV and Chromecast.
Back at Morrison with Coach Chase Hutchinson. Coach, going down 1-0, did that light a fire for these girls?
Well, it's not ideal. They were ready from the start. It was just a great shot. The Southwest had an opportunity in front of goal, and they put it in the corner, just out of reach of our goalie. We were ready, and they were ready, and that's what's going to happen in these kind of games. I was really proud of how our girls responded. It's been a long time since we've been down, and so you never know how they're going to do it. We do it in practice. You should see these girls battle in training, and so to come back and be up 4-1.5, it's a testament to how our girls believe in each other and their fight.
How do you keep that pressure on now?
Well, I mean, the motivation should be easy. We have one more half. We have 40 minutes as one school, one community again. Next year, Gretna East opens up, so these girls want to fight for each other. This is a memory. This is a blessing to be here, so I think they're ready to go, and there's not much more motivation than one more half together.
Thanks so much. Good luck.
Well, thank you very much to Chase Hutchinson for joining us before the start of the second half. His team with a 4-1 lead. He's been coaching since his freshman year at Wayne State College. Said he felt so fortunate to be able to take over this team with so much talent. He'll be the coach next year at Gretna East. He actually started as a soccer journalist. He started Nebraska Soccer Talk.
They do a great job.
Yeah, yes, they do. Yeah.
Well, we knew this was going to be a dominant. We'd heard how dominant this team was, and I would definitely say we saw a dominant performance in the first half.
Pressure here early from Lincoln Southwest. Great take though. It's London Defini. Controlled there by LaRock. Makovica plays it back. There's Makovica. Good touch there by Marshall. Marshall with it again. Corner kick upcoming.
This kind of score becomes an interesting question for a lot of coaches, right? Because you want to get everybody in, you want to get your players opportunity to say, I played in the state championship game, but you can't take your foot off the gas pedal. One goal changes the whole momentum, even in a score of 4-1. Although it doesn't look like Gretna's eased up at all.
Nope.
They are still hungry. They are still getting in on tackles, battling for 50-50 balls. And I think that's what Coach was referring to. You know, they do this at practice, so they're not. This isn't out of their element. They're used to competing every day.
Good job possessing there by Southwest. Gabby Drought with it. Off to Molly Riggins. Back to Riggins. Jillian Lane across. talked about this in the first game a little bit, but the pitch and the size of the pitch and how much it changes the game, but really benefits two teams like this who possess so well, good with the ball at their feet, control it well. It can be an advantage having this much space and time to begin to build from the back.
Oh, absolutely. It's always easier to defend. You know, you want to get compact when you're defending. So when you're on a small field, it's much easier to stay compact and be compact, right? You get on a big field like this, and the teams who are really good at moving off the ball, finding each other's feet like you talked about, man, they can really exploit a lot of space.
Opportunity and Marshall turns, fires. Nice deflection. Goebel sends it away.
Beautiful little turn there from Anna Marshall. Or Allison Marshall, sorry.
Marshall again. A lot of traffic in there. Just outside the 18 now. Fired on. Goebel with the save. Rolls it out. Here's Charlie Court bringing it up. She's dangerous from about this range.
I think she could score from anywhere if she wanted to. She's got a powerful leg on her.
Tried to play the through ball. A little too heavy.
But yeah, you can even look at the shape of Gretna right now. I mean, look how stretched out they are, you know, and they're doing this on purpose, like you said. If on this big field, when you can stretch as far wide and as high as this field allows, it's just so hard for the defense to move compactly and move fast enough in that compact shape.
Look out, Marshall again. Collides with Goebel. Still in there. Marshall! And it's going to go out of the end line.
What an effort from Marshall. Holy smokes, that was impressive.
And Goebel up slowly.
I mean, you would have thought that they were down 1-0 again with the kind of effort that she was putting into scoring this trying to score this goal here.
She's headed to Kansas State next year.
I mean, super brave of both of them. Anytime you have a 50-50 ball between a forward or a player in a forward position and a goalkeeper, you know, those can be scary.
There's the corner in. Look toward back post, send it back in again.
Southwest seems a little bit out of sorts right now. Just kind of hasn't really been able to get back into that jive that they had early in the first half. And to be fair, these are tough games to, you know, when you're down 4-1 at halftime. These are really challenging games to be able to get that jive back, to find your rhythm again. And this is Charlie Court's range.
Yes, it is.
And I would expect her to try to put this on frame and then have her teammates follow up. Actually, what a service. That's a perfect ball played in.
Gabby Drought put it in the back for the goal. Great answer for the Silverhawks.
And I think Gretna may have been expecting her to shoot this ball as well, and it kind of caught them off guard. You see Southwest be able to sneak behind that back line, and just one touch, you just have to make contact, redirect it. What a beautiful finish off of a beautiful service.
My numbers are correct. That is the first goal of the season for Gabby Drought.
Well, the drought is over.
So good.
Well, it'll be interesting to see how kind of the tone, the rhythm of this game changes from here. You know, does it light another fire for Gretna? Does it swing some momentum for Southwest? There's plenty of time to get back into this game.
Drought again.
I certainly see a little bit more of a spark from the Southwest players after that goal.
It is 4-2 with about 30 minutes left here in the Class A championship. Match on the pitch to Anna Bellinghausen.
Well, one of the biggest cheerleaders for Lincoln Southwest is Anaya Seymour, literally holding a pom-pom in her hand on the sideline. So she was one of the biggest offensive threats last year for this team, but got hurt in the basketball district final. Anaya was still asked to be a part of the team this season, and she's gone above and beyond. She's at every practice, every single game, and coach said she's like an assistant coach for the team and who serves as motivation. Kennedy Williams told me she's dedicated this season to Anaya.
There is Anaya. Yeah, she had that injury during the basketball season. Cheering on the Silverhawks.
I just love to see when these players, the team becomes, you know,
yep,
that's what it's all about for them, for these high school athletes. And you know, it's so easy during an injury to just feel sorry for yourself, and that's a decent look.
Not bad at all, right?
And to just kind of, oh, I've got to go to rehab and not, but to make a commitment to your team and to be there throughout the entire season, you know, when you can't participate the way you want to,
yeah,
that shows a lot of mental strength and commitment. I love that.
We had another player injured, Kiana Perez, knee. She's out for the final. Of course, she played much of the year, but is out for this match. Seymour has been out since the district final game in basketball.
Offside action
Offside,
there.
Yep.
Well, since that goal from the Silverhawks, we've not spent as much time looking at the attacking end for the Gretna Dragons.
Comfortable lead here for the Dragons, but if the Silverhawks could put one more together here,
It would get uncomfortable real quick.
It would get uncomfortable. Gretna with 8 shots to the Silverhawks 5. 4 corners for Gretna to the Silverhawks 2.
I mean, the game is a lot closer than the score has maybe indicated.
Yes.
When you talk about that percentage of possession, I mean, 8 shots to 5 shots, I mean, that's fairly close.
Kenneth sent that wide. Good settle. Of the 5 goals that have scored against Gretna this season, 3 of them have come from the Silverhawks. 1 earlier this year, 2 here tonight. They've only allowed 5 all year.
I mean, that's an interesting statistic that, oh, offside.
That's why I said it.
Thank you. Yes, thank you for pointing that out, Larry, because the reality is, like, this. Oh, and so what you see there, you see that Southwest defender, she just steps in front to pull that player offside, sometimes called an offside trap, sometimes just recognizing all I got to do is move 2 steps forward to pull him offside. But obviously the Silverhawks have been able to figure out something about where the Dragons are vulnerable, right? I mean, 3 of 5 goals, that's
right.
And it's often about, you know, matchups, team matchups, and you know, sometimes dominant, you know, even dominant teams have vulnerabilities. They have spaces where they can be exploited, and the Silverhawks have figured out something.
Goebel kicks it away. Good settle at midfield. Trying to play it wide here. Good play. Here's Williams on it. Nice tackle.
One change I have noticed from the Silverhawks this half is they are trying to use that width a little bit more. They're stretching out. They're getting their wings all the way to the sidelines, and that's opening up some opportunities for them centrally. That was a beautiful little move. You saw that handball.
Yep.
And again, it's not like it's an intentional, but the rule of intent in handballs was removed, and now it's just, does the ball handling give you an advantage?
Good header ahead.
Definitely a good chance here.
Goebel off the defender, but still on goal, and Goebel makes the play on it.
Gretna's lost a little bit of the rhythm of this game. They were managing the tempo for a long time, you know, and it's hard to do. I get it. You get a lead, and it's hard to maintain that kind of that same level of pressure all the time. And but you'd like to see Gretna get this back, and because like you said earlier, one more goal from Southwest really makes this an interesting game again.
It does. Still 22 minutes to go here in the contest. 4-2, top seed and undefeated Gretna. They're 20-0 this year. They've won 40+ consecutive games over the last 2 years. And on goal, just over the crossbar on the shot by White.
Into the Dragons. Number 8, Isabella Franks. 28, Kendall Hilberstein. And 37, Julia Wendt.
Fresh legs in there now for Gretna. Good clear.
Allison Marshall does a really nice job of using her body to control the ball, to shield the ball, keep defenders, keep opponents at bay. It's a really under talked about and underutilized skill in soccer.
It's two goalies for the Silverhawks. Split time early in the year. Alexa Goebel was still playing volleyball early in the year. Competition really close between the two, according to Thomas Nettleton. In the end, Alexa Goebel, the senior, took back the job, and she is in there tonight for the Silverhawks. I don't know if you watched the spring Nebraska football game, but her father drove that really cool Husker Harley out onto the field.
Oh, really?
Herbie Husker on the back. Yeah. I've asked Randy for a ride on that a few times. Haven't got one yet.
Well,
maybe the shout out tonight will give me a ride.
Yeah, why not?
I don't know why.
Yeah, I think that needs to happen.
Time out of the field. We'll take one as well. 4-2 game in the Class A state championship. We'll be back here in Omaha at Morrison Stadium.
It may be small, but this little bean fuels power. It powers a food industry as a source of protein. It's a fuel that powers diesel engines while reducing emissions. It powers a state economy and bottom lines, and it powers the rest of the world as a Nebraska export. Yeah, it may be small, but we're finding more ways for this little bean to power Nebraska.
After concussion, returning to the classroom is a priority of the NSAA. All brains return to learn. Not all brains return to play.
After recognizing that an athlete has suffered a concussion, it is important to monitor the symptoms in the classroom before allowing the athlete to return to extracurricular activities.
The NSAA requires coaches in all sports to take a concussion course once every 3 years.
More information is available on our website, nsaahome.org. Student athletes are students first, athletes second.
Coverage of the NSAA Soccer Championships on Nebraska Public Media is made possible in part by Nebraska Soybean Board, Education Quest, Nebraska Public Power District, Nebraska Kubota Dealers, and Nebraska Corn Board. A big thank you to all of our sponsors who help us bring you the best high school athletes from across the state. We could not do it without your support.
Back at Morrison with another special guest, Keith Affini, Creighton Men's Soccer Hall of Famer, also the father of London and Sonora on the Gretna team. Having a pretty good night. 2 daughters, 2 goals.
Having a great night, absolutely.
What's it been like watching them grow up through soccer?
You know, they've had the personal drive, and they've had the support there from their club and their community, and they've just really desired to excel, and, you know, they've got scholarship offers, which is good.
I asked them about their earliest soccer memory. They said playing in the backyard, but what's your first memory with soccer with those girls?
You know, coaching them. As a dad, they don't tend to listen to you as well as they do to somebody else, but now they do, and they're doing well.
I know you guys come back to watch the Creighton team also play here at Morrison. Does it feel like a full circle moment?
It does. It does. I didn't really play here. We played at 120th and Maple, but got a couple alumni games in here, and it's pretty cool to see my girls playing the same field I did.
Yeah, and how about the growth just for the Creighton men's soccer team, going to a college cup and just keeping up that legacy?
Oh, it's unbelievable. Omaha is just that town you don't think is going to produce good soccer players, but Duncan McGuire's done a great job. Johnny Torres, and just, again, Creighton in general, supporting soccer in the community has been awesome.
And how about just the turnout for soccer in Nebraska? How impressive is this state championship?
Yeah, it's the 3rd one for these girls, you know, so, I mean, keeping that, there's a lot of pressure in having to remain undefeated and ultimately continue to score and excel. But I think it's a great example for the kids that are here, the girls especially, that can do this, but also the men, you know, tomorrow night, who will also compete for a potential 2nd state championship.
Yeah, Keith, thank you so much for your time, and best of luck to you guys.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Thanks very much, Anna. Appreciate it. He wasn't too bad.
Yeah.
He was an all right player, too.
Yeah, pretty good back in his day. His daughters are...
Remember those days, the old pitch at 120th and... That was way up there, wasn't it? Up north, right?
Yeah.
Tranquility Park, right?
Yep, good old Tranquility.
Check inside.
Those soccer fields have undergone a few changes as well.
Yes, they have.
You know, he's right, though, about, like, people do not expect this soccer culture in Omaha, you know, and in Nebraska in general, but there is a great soccer community, you know, in the Midwest in general, I would say. I mean, I think that's one of the reasons why Kansas City got a World Cup bid, you know, World Cup host. And I mean, I think it's just going to be, it's just going to enlighten everybody to this soccer culture that we have here in Nebraska.
He's been down to Kansas City recently and seen some of the new facilities that are going up.
Oh my goodness.
Head down the interstate. It's going to be fun.
It really is. I'm sure there's going to be plenty of Nebraskans heading down for the World Cup.
Oh, you don't get a World Cup within 2 hours of your home and not attend, right?
Right. Exactly right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that bid for Kansas City really surprised some people, but anybody around that surrounding area, it didn't surprise them because, you know, like we've heard from so many people here tonight. I mean, there's just people love soccer in this state and in this area, and it's supported. You know?
Corner by Defini.
Oh, somebody's down.
It's like Allison Marshall slow to get up.
Said Allison Marshall's headed to K-State.
K-State had a terrific follow-up season to her Gatorade Player of the Year last year. 21 goals, 5 assists on the year.
Yeah, you can really see how much impact she's had in this game already. I mean, she's involved in every goal in some aspect.
Yeah.
If she's not directly scoring or assisting, she's part of that build-up, part of creating that combination or whatever it takes to get into that space. Highly intelligent soccer player.
Working on that left leg. Not sure if it was a cramp or not, but she's up and walking off. You talked about the success and the culture of soccer here in Omaha and seeing so many going on to the next level and having success. Weber down in Nebraska had a terrific sophomore campaign. She was all Big Ten Conference Freshman of the Year as a freshman, the former Gretna Dragon.
Yeah, it's so fun to see some of these, you know, right now they're on this great field and this big game, and they rise to the occasion, you know. I mean, we watched Sarah Weber do the same thing. Allison Marshall's having a great game tonight, you know, the DeFini sisters. I mean, these players are going on and they're making an impact in college soccer early on. I mean, this is, you know, as a sophomore, all Big Ten. I mean, that's a great accomplishment. And these are homegrown players. These are players that are developing in the Gretna community, you know, right here in Nebraska.
Crossed, a shot on by Delfini's just over the crossbar. Sonora with the opportunity there.
Yeah, you saw her pull her head up, you know, she was disappointed. She knows that she didn't quite make the contact on that ball that she was wanting to, or needing to, I should say, to keep it on frame.
Good settle there by Delfini. Good pressure there. Isabel Franks took it away.
Yeah, great step from Isabel to start that transition. Now you see her recovering back because Southwest has such a quick transition to attack as well.
Mallory Earhart took it away. Nice touch out to Drought. Gabby Drought sends that one in off the bounce. Handled by Madeline Schaefer.
Almost a dangerous situation, letting that ball drop in the box and bounce before she catches that ball can a little bit scary from a coaching standpoint.
Back into the attacking third again for the Dragons. Cross again, nobody there. Taken away, shot on, tipped away. Great job by Goebel.
Yeah, really nice job by Goebel to get her hand on that ball. This is a great shot. It's headed into the corner, and she just, I mean, her height obviously makes a difference, makes that look easy, but good reflexes.
Ooh, that's close as well. The other one had the upper 90 written all over it, didn't it?
Sure did. I was looking at her positioning earlier, Madeline's position as a goalkeeper, wondering if Charlie was going to try to exploit that at some point.
Too far off the line?
Yes, yeah.
Here come the Dragons the other way. Into the scoring third. Delfini with it. Shot on, goal! Great shot. Back of that, one touch fired away.
It's pretty impressive when you have numbers down in this situation. Gretna's attacking with 3 forwards against 4 on the back line, and they still manage with a quick one-touch shot, nice quick release, keeping it down on frame. They find a way to score.
Third goal of the season for Carly Williams. And Gretna extends its lead now to 5-2 for the sophomore from Gretna.
Gretna leads 5-2.
Yeah, I'd say Coach Hutchinson is in good shape when he moves to Gretna East with all these sophomores, because
wow,
several sophomore goals this evening.
Opportunity here for Southwest. Strong foot here by Korst. Play back. Bringing it up. Here comes Kendall Doverstein. Nice dish off. Here's Delfini. Delfini into the 18. Great composure by Delfini.
I mean, we went from no goals and a shootout in the first game to 7 goals. 7 goals in a single game so far, and I don't know if we're done yet.
Sonora Delfini had another one there. Right on the doorstep. There was a window there, and I thought if Delfini fires it now, she's got it.
That's what I was thinking. She'll probably be self-reflecting on that later.
She's going to self-reflect on the state championship a little more if they hold on here for the next 11-21. Off comes London Delfini. Julia Witt with it. Tried the through pass, had an opening. Makovica plays it back and they'll reset.
Now you're starting to see a little bit of that shape again, where Gretna is just stretching the field sideline to sideline. When you do this well, you're just making the other team kind of chase you, and it's really exhausting. It's well done by Charlie Court. She didn't see any options that she liked. She's able to hold that ball under pressure while still evaluating, scanning, finding out what's happening around her until eventually she gets fouled. I thought the referee was kind of playing advantage there, but she lost the ball.
Witt again with it. Into Delfini. Into the game now for the Dragons. Mallory Modderk. Langley Rhea also in there.
Like I said earlier, it's kind of nice when you can make sure everybody on your roster gets playing time in the state final. You know, when you score 5 goals in a game, you can do that for your teammates.
Gretna certainly trying to put their stamp on this moniker of potentially greatest girls team in Nebraska high school history. The numbers bear it out. The state championships, the scholarships, next level players. It all feeds the narrative, there's no doubt.
Yeah, they certainly have lived up to that reputation. You know, and when you have coaches in the different classes talking about how good this team is.
Madeline White sends it across. Shot on. Great save.
Beautiful
Alexa
save.
Goebel with the one-handed punch away. And corner kick upcoming for the Dragons.
I love this shot. One touch with her right foot. It's bending. And that's a tough, anytime you have a bending ball like that, it's really difficult for goalkeepers to gauge that. Really well done from Alexa to get her hand on that ball.
Corner from the Dragons. Cross upcoming. Opportunity again. Modderk right at Goebel. Boy, Modderk with her second great opportunity right in front.
Well, as a senior, she wants to put her stamp on this game too.
Absolutely.
But you can respect Alexa Goebel. She's a senior. She's not going to give up anything easy in this last game of her high school career.
Well, a good takeaway from Modderk. She's done a nice job since coming in. Very active.
Gretna just continues to play smart defense in the back. Good defensive shape. They step to intercept. They read the passes.
Played ahead. Makovica giving chase, but right there is Goebel.
And now we're seeing some more of those
wholesale changes coming in for Gretna. Coming into goal is Roslyn Bettner. So a new goalie in there for the Dragons. With 4 minutes, 8 seconds to go before Gretna takes home another title.
Goalkeeper change for the Silverhawks as well. Getting both backup goalies some time in a state championship game.
In 2021, Gretna was 21-1 on the year. Beat Millard North in these championships 2-1. You remember last year against Southeast when they just dominated, finished the year 21-0. Beat Lincoln Southeast 6-1. Looking for their third consecutive state championship here in 2023. And if this holds, it'll be the second team tonight to win 3 straight state titles.
Well, I feel pretty confident at this point it's going to hold.
I think you're right.
But it's certainly a massive accomplishment.
Yeah.
I mean, back-to-back is one thing, and then you start talking about three-peats, and I mean, it's such an incredibly difficult task to keep winning, and everybody's gonna get up for that game against you. Everybody's gonna play their best game against you when you're a team like this. And to handle that kind of pressure, to handle that kind of, you know, day in and day out, game in and game out kind of intensity, with always having to match that intensity is a huge credit to this program.
Makovica will walk off the pitch for the final time as a Gretna Dragon. She scored the equalizer, and the Dragons did the rest since then.
What an incredible player she is. You know, she's got big things ahead of her, but she has done phenomenal things during her high school experience. She's been a leader on the field for this team, for this program for many years now. I'm excited to see her in a Husker jersey, right?
Absolutely.
Another Gretna kid. Have that Gretna connection down there in Lincoln with the Husker.
It's worked out so far, hasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Corner kick up coming for the Silverhawks. 8th corner of the, make it second corner of the match. Is that right? Second corner for Southwest?
Right.
Wow.
It feels like it's been more than that.
It does. 7 for Gretna. Buechner kicks it out of there.
One minute remaining in the match.
Less than a minute to go. Over the last 3 years, this team, 62 wins, 1 loss. This year, they have outscored their opponents 101-5. And over the last 3 seasons, they have outscored their opponents 363-19. They are the Class A record holders for the most goals in a season. That was set last year. It's been an amazing run for this Gretna squad. And for the 3rd consecutive year, the Gretna Dragons walk off the pitch as state champions.
Well, it doesn't look like winning's gotten old yet.
Hugs all the way around. Once again, they are the state champs. When we come back, we'll hand out medals and trophies to our runners-up and to the champs. The Gretna Dragons finish the season 21-0.
Opportunities. They're found here, and here, and here. They inspire her, motivate him, prepare them. And when those opportunities start here, they can take you anywhere. Wayne State College, where opportunities today prepare you to lead tomorrow. Explore WayneStateCollege.com.
An icon. You look at a picture, are you in or are you out?
He opened a gallon tin of paint and hurled it across the room.
If I was 16 years old, I'd have to go see what kind of band that was.
You're like, what's going on here?
Both of those cats dying in a 12-month period is really profound impact on the culture.
How could anybody not put David Bowie on the cover in that moment?
Wednesday night at 9 Central on Nebraska Public Media.
That way the flavors will marry nicely.
Doesn't that look good?
There's still places to discover.
It just absorbs you.
Get here fast.
That was a new experience.
We're just getting started.
Coming up on Austin City Limits.
I'm Mr. Bojangles.
I'm just an old chunk of coal now, Lord. But I'm gonna be a diamond someday.
Saturday night at 11 Central on Nebraska Public Media.
State champions once again for the third consecutive year. The Dragons walk off the field #1 in the state. 5-2 is the final. Time now for medals and trophy presentations. Back to the public address announcer we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time we direct your attention to midfield. The Nebraska School Activities Association is honored to have medals and trophies for both of these outstanding teams. Presentations will be made by the NSAA Executive Director Jay Miller, NSAA Board of Director members Kara Graham from Lincoln Southeast High School, Thomas Lee from Omaha Westview High School, and Nick Wimoff from Fort Calhoun High School. Here are the awards for the 2023 Class A runner-up Lincoln Southwest High School. Will head coach Thomas Nettleton and your assistants please step toward the middle of the field and present the silver medals to each member of the team. Players, as your name is called, please come forward and receive your medal. 00, Clara Fundus. Number 1, Alexa Goebel. Number 2, Ainsley Reeder. 4, Morgan Power. Number 5, Creighton Allen. Number 6, Izzy Kaiser. Number 7, Molly Riggins. Number 8, Mallory Earhart. Number 9, Katrina Avila. 10, Hayden Rathie. 11, Gabby Trout. 12, Jillian Lane. Number 13, Kirsten Rung. 14, Claire Kness. Number 15, Kennedy Williams. 16, Thea Martin. Number 17, Maya Stevenson. 18, Laura Pinner. Number 19, Kiana Perez. 20, Maddie Schmeling. 21, Charlie Court. 22, Kate Majors. 23, McKenna West. And number 24, Peyton Held. And now, soccer fans, here is the 2023 NSAA Class A Girls Runner-Up Trophy. Congratulations to the Silverhawks from Lincoln Southwest High School. And now to the 2023 Class A champions, Gretna High School. First, head coach Chase Hutchison. We have a special award for you. Coach, would you and your assistants please present the gold medals to members of your championship team? Number 2, Ava Makovica. Number 3, Madeline White. Number 4, Mallory Mederick. Number 5, Carly Williams.
Thank you.
Number 6, Addison LaRock. Number 8, Isabel Franks. Number 9, Grace Corrigan. 10, Langley Rhea. 11, Alexis Cerrone. 12, Anna Harris. 15, Briella Thompson. 17, London Defini. Number 18, Cadence Toberstein. 19, Aiden Pullman. 21, Sonora Defini. 25, Emma Martin. 27, Riley Ellert. 28, Kendall Toberstein. 34, Allison Marshall. 37, Julia Witt. 38, Olivia Hannison. 42, Madeline Schaefer. 44, Rosalind Buchner. And 45, Addison Walker.
Here we go.
And now, presenting the team championship game ball from Farmers Mutual Insurance is Chris Bellwood, Vice President of Actuarial Services, to head coach Chase Hutchison. And now, for these outstanding athletes and their school, here is the 2023 NSAA Class A State Soccer Championship Trophy. Congratulations to the Dragons from Gretna High School.
Three consecutive state championships for the Dragons of Gretna. What a season, unbeaten. Taking home the trophy once again. We'll hear from them when we come back here in Omaha.
Live sports and documentaries are part of the valued services from Nebraska Public Media. Fans of high school and college sports have a great way to ensure these programs will continue. Join the Nebraska Public Media Sports Partners Club. This is your home for Husker Volleyball, Big Red Wrap-Up, and high school championships. Log on to nebraskapublicmedia.org/sportspartners and explore the benefits of joining. With your support, sports action will stay right here all year long. And thank you.
Wednesday night on PBS, starting with a new episode of Wild Scandinavia.
In the heartlands, all who live here must find their own way to survive the tough winter.
Followed by a new episode of Nova.
There are 10 times more connections in your brain than there are stars in the Milky Way galaxy.
New episodes of Wild Scandinavia and Nova.
Wednesday night on Nebraska Public Media.
There's a place in the middle of America where we stand up and stand out, bringing light that illuminates the best ideas and brings change. Understanding the heart of learning comes from the heartland. Nebraska Public Media is yours, a space and community for everyone. We tell stories and amplify voices so that all can be heard, all from a place that we call home. This is Nebraska Public Media.
Backyard Farmers, your source for all things gardening, home landscapes, flowers, and a lush green lawn. For over 70 years, Backyard Farmers answered your questions to help you grow things the right way. If you've got problems with insect or disease pests, out of control weeds in your turf, or you just want your home and garden to look better, Backyard Farmer has the solutions you're looking for. Thursday night at 7 Central on Nebraska Public Media.
Coverage of the NSAA Soccer Championships on Nebraska Public Media is made possible in part by Nebraska Soybean Board, Education Quest, Nebraska Public Power District, Nebraska Kubota Dealers, and Nebraska Corn Board. A big thank you to all of our sponsors who help us bring you the best high school athletes from across the state. We could not do it without your support.
Back at Morrison with the Gretna Dragons getting the three-peat. Ava Makovica with me. Ava, what are the emotions right now?
So much emotions. I mean, it's my senior year. That was the best possible way to go out with a three-peat, and I'm so excited for these girls and myself. It's a huge accomplishment for me, so it's just the best feeling.
And getting to do it one more time as one Gretna school, how much more special does it make it?
It's so special. I mean, for all the sports this year, our motto's been one town, one team, one more time, and so I think this showed perfectly our last time being one, and I'm excited to see what the girls do next year, but it means a lot, this being the last year as one.
Yeah, going out as a senior, what will you remember most at your time here?
Obviously the three-peat is the most exciting thing, but just getting to be with these girls every single day, they're my best friends, and playing the sport I love with them just means everything to me, so I'll definitely miss every single one of them.
Ava, congratulations. Thanks so much for the time. Go enjoy it.
Thank you so much.
We'll bring in Sonora Defini now. The sophomore had a goal in this one. Sonora, how'd you step up being a sophomore?
I don't know. It's just like
our whole team works so well together, and I couldn't have done it without my team. And I also just want to give all the glory to God, because like without him, I wouldn't be out here and with all the talent that I have.
We just talked to Ava, but how special is that senior group as well?
They're just awesome. They're such great leaders. They build us up in every practice, every game. They're all such sweet people. I just love them so much, and I'm going to miss them so much.
This Gretna team was down 1-0 to start the game. What were the conversations like within this team?
Basically, we were just like, hey, we're good. Like, don't stress it. Like, we're going to get back in it. We play well as a team. We know we can get this, and we just stayed positive, and we won.
How about one more time as Gretna High? What does it mean?
This is awesome, and it's going to be really sad to like leave all my best friends. It's just like tonight is going to be one to cherish. It's going to be so fun.
Yeah, well, thank you so much. Congratulations. Go enjoy it. Now we'll bring in Coach Chase Hutchinson. Looks like you got a Gatorade bath over there. How are you feeling?
A little cold, a little wet, but it's worth it. It's something coaches dream about, having the water, the Gatorade poured on you. And the girls got me. I didn't see it coming, so they're sneaky. We knew that already, but it was a good one for them.
And one more time as one Gretna High, obviously going to Gretna East next year. How much more special and more emotional does it make it?
Well, it's just it being the last year with everyone. We have our 6 seniors. But for me going to Gretna East, all of these juniors, which is our largest class, about 14 of them, they're all staying at Gretna High. They're going to be very good next year, but I'm essentially graduating them as well. It's just incredible being a part of this program, being a part of this talent, having these girls. And we were lucky. We knew tonight was going to be our last night together. A lot of teams don't get that. It just ends. And so we took tonight to appreciate it, to cherish it with each other, and it's very emotional. I don't want to leave these girls. I wish we were staying in one school and community. I'm looking forward to seeing them next year defend their title, and they're going to be very talented, and I'm eager to work with the younger girls that were going over to Gretna East with me.
Well, now you get to celebrate this three-peat. What do you think's made this squad just so special these past 3 years?
They never stop, right? First of all, it's right time, right place, right people. We have an influx of talent all at the same time at one school and one community, a community that has dedicated itself to the game of soccer, which is why I love it so much. And then they didn't let their potential go to waste. They knew what they had. We talked about it all the time, and the need to train every single day, take every game seriously. And we just took it day by day, and we tried to maximize each day. And then 2 years later, you look up and it's over, and we did it, and the girls did it. And I'm just really proud of them and happy that they have this for the rest of their lives.
Coach, congratulations. Go enjoy it with your team. I know it means so much to you. Thank you so much. Gretna, one more time on top, 3 times in a row from Morrison Stadium. We'll be right back.
Nebraska Public Media Sports present the 2023 NSAA Baseball Championships. The best teams from around the state compete for the state trophy. Watch all the action Friday, May 19th, live from UNO's Tal Anderson Field. The Class C Championship begins at 1 p.m. with Class B at 4 p.m. and Class A starting at 7 p.m. Central. A live webcast will be available at our website and on our free app. Streaming is also supported through Apple TV and Chromecast.
Morrison Stadium emptying out here on a Monday evening, a state championship on the girls' side Monday evening. It saw 2 teams go back-to-back, winning state championships. Scott with a three-peat earlier, Gretna three-peat tonight. Let's start earlier, maybe just get your thoughts on Scott's finale and closing it out, and especially the way they did it with shootout win over Norris.
Yeah, I mean, Scott stepped up when they needed to, won the shootout, and came away with a 3rd win.
Obviously, has Norris circled there, but Scott ended up winning that. And then tonight, Gretna, I mean, one of the best ever, right?
Honestly, definitely one of the best ever. I mean, great performance from a great team, great program.
So as a reminder, much more coming up tomorrow night from here at Morrison Stadium. Tonight we crowned champions on the girls' side in Class A and B. As you see, Ava Makovica walking off the pitch one final time with the trophy. But we do it Tomorrow night, one more time, right back here at 5:30, we'll have Class B and A boys, and those are going to be two terrific showdowns. Can't wait to bring those to you right here on Nebraska Public Media. So until tomorrow night, for Marion McCrary, for Anna Bellinghausen, I'm Larry Putney, for the entire Nebraska Public Media crew, thanks so much for joining us. We'll see you back here tomorrow night on Nebraska Public Media.
My parents divorced when I was 5. My family moved in with my mother's parents. My grandparents' house felt like the safe place, but then it wasn't.
You never think it's gonna happen in your own home.
He claimed to be a man of God.
He built power to manipulate his family into silence. This silence ended with me. I knew I had to say something so that my niece would not be abused.
Sunday night at 10:30 Central on Nebraska Public Media.